We have a game
for you. Possibly first, possibly second. It's the second we played.
It's the second we recorded. This is very
It's
true.
the second one we recorded.
So first up we have me in seat 1 playing my Yuriko deck, which is basically Dimir burn control. Just uses Yuriko's ability to flip over hopefully very big spells, do a lot of damage.
Then second, I'm playing Blue Farm.
Not your
straight off the Decklist database.
Yep.
I'm slowly getting used to it. It's normally a pretty impressive mid-range deck that polices the table. I do some interaction, and it's quite doo-doo.
He said doo-doo.
Yeah, it's a little bit rough.
Yeah.
I get to cast both of my commanders, though.
You do. This is very true. Can confirm.
Third in turn order, we have Mitch playing Najeela. Aims for infinite combats, a whole bunch of 5-color good stuff.
Bunch of
really
warriors,
really good value engines as a result of, like, say,
Drake.
The fourth in turn order is Aaron
on
playing
Toshiro
Umezawa. A mono black storm deck that leverages his graveyard to remove his opponent's creatures, thus triggering his commander to then cast stuff out of his graveyard. Any of those free cost kill spells are amazing in that deck. So let's jump into hands and what we mulligan to.
So as you can see here with my Yuriko hand, 4 lands and 3 spells. So I kept this because it's got obviously a turn 1 Gingerbrute into a turn 2 either Yuriko or Dalthy. With Yuriko, the main thing you want to do is, if not Yuriko, then something equally as powerful on turn 2.
Next in turn order is me. And I keep a pretty high mana hand. It's a pretty solid grip, I won't lie. It's pretty much leveraging on the fact that I get some use of that mana, though.
You've got a hand here to just power out Chrome.
Power out Chrome. Also having an offer you can't refuse, it's always a good counterspell just to have. Yep. It's not as solid as this next hand, though.
Oh my word, this freaking Najeela hand.
Gas.
Wow.
Gas. Not only is it a turn 1 Najeela, it is accelerating to turn 3 Nature's Will.
Yep.
And having Gilded Drake as backup for turn 2 for any stacks pieces that may come in.
Yep.
Having Flusterstorm on the ready. Or even tapping the Noble Hierarch to then Flusterstorm.
Yep.
And if that isn't enough, get information on your opponent's hand. They draw a card if it resolves. And in fourth, we have Aaron's hand, where we have a Grim Return, 3 lands, Scepter of Eternal Glory, Necropotence, and Bolus's Citadel.
And good old Bolus's Citadel.
Given that this is a deck we haven't really seen much of it, it's a lot of big mana, and I'm hoping that Aaron gets to Bolus Citadel or get some value out of the Necropotence. Yeah. Let's jump into the game.
7, 7, 7, 7.
Flooded Strand. Sack for an Underground Sea.
All the green.
She doesn't consent.
Best 1-drop in the game, Gingerbrute. Hit you for 1. Pass turn.
Ancient Tomb. Tap it for 2. Go to 38. Cast Talisman of Progress. Tap it for a white. Lose 1. That's for something. Mox open. Yeah, then I'll pass after that.
Command Tower. Best lane in the game. Would you like to respond?
No, you can have that.
Pay 2 life. Get Taxium Pro.
Ooh.
Oh, damn. Hey, you should have let me draw that so then you get to see it.
Yeah, right. You can draw. Target you.
Aww.
Dual Lotus. Play Najeela. The more you speak, the more I'll tell them.
Yeah,
that's Mush Flats. Crack. Swap. Pass.
Untap.
All
Drop.
these guys are their turn 1 plays.
City of Brass. Black Flack. Dalthy Voidwalker. So the reason that I played Dalthy here, instead of swinging with Gingerbrute and then Ninjutsuing in Yuriko, is I looked around the table, looked at the decks I was playing against. Yeah. Najeela's the only one that it doesn't matter if there's a Dalthy out.
Yeah.
Aaron was playing a mostly graveyard deck, so it's like Dalthy's going to hose him.
Yes, and when you're playing Blue Farm, you leverage your graveyard as a second hand when you're going for that breach turn.
It's going to make a lot more sense to play Dalthy here, get it out as early as possible, just accrue as much value. Hit you for 1. Go on, block. I dare you.
Do it.
Just take 1.
Best 1-drop in the game. That costs coloured mana. This is colourless. Also, this has haste.
You can't eat an S% unless you're into that kind of thing.
This is true.
Untap. I'm going to tap this for blue, tap this for red. I'll cast Chrome. As you can see, I've cast Chrome. Chrome lives for quite some time this game.
He does stay on the board for quite a while.
Albeit he's not exactly loyal. In combat, I think I'll keep up a blocker and then I'll pass.
Wins for teeth. Or some planes. pay 2 mana, building Drake. Target the Crumb.
It doesn't need to be done. It's just pushing the joke too far.
And combat. This your way with a 1/1 warrior.
Also my way.
Yep. And then I will swing Crumb your way. Your own commander.
Yep. Thanks, Chrome.
Then pass.
Your windswept heath is under Delphi. Sorry, I just remembered that.
Swamp.
Snow covered swamp.
Does that count as the
Swing
same card?
Gingerbread
Does it
at you because you have no blockers. I will ninjutsu. Put in Yuriko. Take 1, and then reveal. Everyone take 2.
If you cast a second spell, you haven't cast anything.
I haven't cast anything. I'm gonna changeling outcast, ding myself for 1, and then I will pass turn from there.
Now you're policing the table for Crumb.
Yeah. How sad is that?
So you won't cast a second spell this turn, right? Because you
Tell
asked
me
him
what to do. I tap these 3 to cast Timna and pray that it doesn't get gilded. I will then move to combat and I'll swing Esper at Aaron and Gilded at Mitch. And I'll then lose 2 and then draw 2.
See you, bros.
And yeah, then I'll pass.
My life for turn.
Can't punch him, Matt.
Probably should. But he can't block and he's got a 1/1. But also can't block. I'll sacrifice a scrolling time.
Delphi, collector of lands.
I will get Mountain Island, sticking to the theme. I'm gonna cast Mage as well.
Pay 1 life and I'll offer it.
So I'm allowed to go to combat now. I'll have all of this coming at you, Matt.
I'll take 6.
Plus.
I'm gonna play a swamp and then necropotence. Any responses?
Not for me. Pass
Not for
priority.
me, pass.
I'm gonna pay 5. Move phase to end step. Any responses to the delayed trigger?
Nope.
Nope.
Move to cleanup. Exile the card that I discard, not through necropotence, through Dwarfy. So you got
Gotcha.
3 swamps and a Ransack Mull.
Alright, so that's my turn now. Pathway. Cast Gingerbread. Go to combat. Yuriko, Gingerbread, and Changeling Outcast at Aaron. No blocks?
No.
Sure. I'll play a blue. I'll bounce Gingerbread, putting in Moon Circuit Hacker. So then I have a draw trigger off Moon Circuit Hacker, and then 3 Yuriko triggers. Moving from declare blockers to damage step.
I missed the Esper trigger on Necro.
That's been mandatory.
It is.
I could not pay it.
But no, it does infect.
Sure, I'll take damage.
Sure. So take 4. I'll draw off Moon Circuit Hacker first, and then do the 3 triggers.
Okay.
Draw. And reveal land, Gitaxian Probe, Stifle, so everyone take 2. Pay 2 life, Gitaxian Probe, max, I'll have a look at your hand.
In response to the crown trigger, I'm going to exile Mnemonic Betrayal to snap that crown to my hand, so Matt can see it in my hand.
I'll respond to this snapback cast.
I was so certain I was going to get crown back to my hand.
How'd that work out for you?
After counting for Storm, not so good.
I'll pay 1 and I'll cast Flusterstorm. All copies targeting snapback.
Hey, let's go.
Hey, you can draw.
I'll use your card.
That resolves. Alright, let's look at this hand. And then I draw a card as part of the resolution. Universal Automaton. I will go to clean up and I will discard. I'll get rid of Gingerbread.
But you clearly said it's the best one.
It is 100% the best one drop in the game.
Clearly not. You wouldn't have discarded it. A verdant Catacomb. I will move to combat. Oh, you actually do have a block this time.
I do have a block.
Only one.
And you've got a big boy that was fine. Esper, Aaron, Timna, at Matt.
I will respond. I'll put a vampiric sword on the stake.
Esper trigger.
I cannot pay.
Priority on Vamp Tutor.
No response.
No response.
Cool. Vamp shooter happens.
Okay. And then you guys can continue.
I hit you for 1 and I hit you for 2. But then my life total won't change because I'll lose 2 life.
Yep.
Afterwards. And then going to cast for 2 a demonic tutor.
I will Force of Negation, pitching Temporal Trespass.
Can you cast back?
Yes.
And yeah, then I will end discarding a Chrome Box.
I draw the card that I queued for. Put it already onto the stack.
Pass priority.
No, I don't have any responses.
I'm going to pay 2 to cast Neoform, and I will sacrifice the Noble Power Up.
Is this his first non-creature spell?
Yes.
That's percent roll.
I will drop.
I'm gonna submerge Derevi back to your hand. Sorry, on top of your library. I can't pay for Esper.
I'll draw. Fluster Storm both.
Well, I have to go and get Flusterstorm.
Cool.
Pointing them all at your Flusterstorm, except for the one that's countering Neoform. This was, I think, the big misplay of the game. I should have let the Neoform resolve and have him shuffle it in. The Flusterstorm still resolves against the Neoform. Submerge resolves against the Derevi. Yep, Flusterstorm goes to your graveyard.
Play the worst middle figures. Why not? I will swing 4 your warriors your way,
Yep.
and the remainder of you.
So how much am I taking?
So you're currently getting swung at by 6 damage.
I'll take 6.
And I'm taking 4, yeah.
Yep, going 15. Pass.
Prismatic Vista. Scepter of Eternal Glory. So I'm going to then 1, 2, 3, 4. Attempt to cast Snuff Out, targeting Gilded Drake. I'm not paying the one for S% or from the Scepter before.
You both draw.
Any responses, starting with Matt.
Pass priority.
My response.
Then I'm going to tap the Scepter to cast Cabal Ritual. Make 3 black mana.
Resolves.
So I've got 4 black white in total. I'm going to cast Grim Return. Choose target creature card in their graveyard that's put there from the battlefield this turn. Put that card on the battlefield under your control.
Oh, okay. That's Gilded Drake.
You need to look at the camera so they can see the sadness on your face.
I'm already sad enough. I'm too sad to look at him.
Yeah, screw it. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to let those stay there, and then I'm going to go to my end step, floating the one out.
Yep.
And then put these in my hand.
Yep.
Chop.
Well then. Then I will cast it.
Untap.
Hey, before you kill me, do me a favor and cast 2 spells, please.
Draw on that.
Joke's on you, I can kill myself at any time.
Or
Go to combat. Swing everything at max.
how much?
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The odds of this not killing me are extremely low.
I'm going to loot first, so I'll draw,
Shadow Mortality. Shadow Mortality.
and then I'll discard Takanuma, Tainted Pact, Mental Misstep, Phantasmal Image.
Because of the separate trigger.
Yep, yes. One trigger on the stack, so everyone's currently taken 5. These are in my hand now. So 1 Yuriko trigger on the stack.
Could be a land. You could survive here.
It could be a land. This is true.
What are you doing?
Yeah, whatever, sure.
Okay.
Dead.
Pact of Negation.
Oh.
Pay 2, Phantasmal Image as a copy of Crown. And thus the cycle completes.
Let me have my crown.
I think I will pass turn from there.
That is for. I'm gonna cast the Diabolic Intent, sacrificing S%.
Priority?
Pass.
Pass priority. Take control of it. Oh, jeez.
And Spelpius.
Any responses to the comment, yeah?
Go ahead. Put a crown.
I do has a crown.
Everybody's got blockers with him now.
Yes.
Play a Tundra. I'm going to discard. You might just have enough warriors to like kill the table, honestly.
Ranger Captain Ovios.
Pact of Negation.
Yep.
Alright, combat.
14 1/1s.
14!
You man.
I'll block 1.
You'll block 1. So you
Crown.
take 13.
Yeah, I'll take 13.
Untap, upkeep, no draw because of Necropotence. Swamp. Tap Scepter of Eternal Glory for 3 black. Attempt to cast Toshiro Umezawa. I'm going to attempt to start by tapping a black to cast Fatal Push, targeting the Phantasmal Image.
The Fatal Push is the second, so I draw 1 card.
I will choose to cast the instant from my graveyard is Cabal Ritual, still paying all costs.
In response to the Cabal Ritual on the stack, I'll pay 2 and I will Cyclonic Rift your commander to your hand.
That is your first spell for turn.
That is my first spell for turn, yes.
That resolves. Cabal Ritual resolve. Cabal Ritual gets exiled. Fatal Push fails to resolve because
Do
of
you
the
not, do you
graveyard.
not have threshold?
Pay 2. Cast Falwar Stone. Tendril Juju.
Oh.
Storm count is currently 5 plus the original, so it gets 6 on the stack. So I'm going to choose to make one of them go at you, the rest go at Max.
Damn.
And then I'll lose 2.
And I gain
12.
12. 14. Do not enter combat. And sync round at Matt. Flying haste.
Deadly Relic.
Oh, draw a card.
I was holding that relic for direct.
Main phase 2. Play Chromox imprinting my commander. I will then proceed to go to paying 10 life. Going to 4. Going to end step. Any responses to delay trigger of necropotence.
I
Exile,
don't think I'm getting
Winding
all
Canyons, City of Traders, Jewel Lotus, keep the rest.
Sure. So, turn?
Yep.
Alright, untap. Upkeep. Draw. Please be a land. That's not a land. Go to combat. Swing the team at arrow.
In response, I'm going to Slaughter Pact Moon Circuit Hacker. It dies. Still before moving to damage. Now, because Moon Circuit Hacker died, I'm going to give Yuriko Nick 13, Nick 13.
Mental mistake. Land. Gush, everyone take 5.
You can just
And Mox Amber.
pay 1 necro before damage.
I'm playing Mox Amber.
That's what we played before.
I'm going to bounce 2 islands as an alternate cost to cast Gush, drawing 2 cards. I don't have any other way out. Good game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was a pretty rough game for Blue Farm.
That was a great game. That was so much fun to play.
Hey, everybody got
a crown.
Everybody got to experience what Crown provided.
Yeah. So yeah, crown did work for the whole table. I think everyone kind of had a showing in there of what they were trying to do. Like Aaron started going through his loop and started killing stuff, but just ran out of gas. You played crown, which is what your deck wants to
I
do.
did what my deck wanted to do. To be fair, I did get to do somewhat of the policing. I did get pretty policed.
Yeah. And Najeela obviously did Najeela thing.
Yes.
I got a fair few flips with my Yurikos. They just weren't very high.
They were a little bit on the lower end.
They were.
I will say though, some of the most interesting plays we did get to see was like Toshiro spinning his wheels.
We need to get him back on with that deck because I would love to see that deck just go full on.
It was a bit of a long game, and yeah, I was very proud that we got to see like a bunch of stuff happen.
Like, comment, and subscribe to show us that you like this style of content.
We've got more games on the way. Stay tuned.
And until then,
See you then.
see ya.